Greetings, everyone, from La Hacienda, home of the Spanish Fork Dons, for tonight's game between the Dons and the Springville Red Devils. I'm Alan Huff, along with Chris Hurst. 5-1 are the Springville, or 4-1.
4-1.
They're the Red Devils. The Dons 3-2 in region play. This is a pivotal game, Chris.
Yeah, we're on round 2. These teams met in the first region game in round 1, and Springville handily beat the Dons, but it's a whole new ball game here. Springville and Salem Hills top of the standings at 4-1. Spanish Fork 3-2. If they can get hot on this second round, definitely could win the region outright. If they win them all, they definitely at least get a piece of it, because Springville and Salem Hills have a battle against each other. You
see those region 9 standings, they sit right now. Obviously Salem Hills is going to be a real problem to deal with when it comes down towards the end of the season, but again, rankings are also what matters, and the Dons now currently number 13 in the RPI.
Yeah, number 13, falling back a little bit. I think they were at the 11th spot last week. Lost to Salem Hills, those two kind of flip-flop spots. But 10-7, plenty of basketball to be played, and bottom of the region looking to try and get up a little bit to, maybe get a little easier opponent.
I want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game and give each of them a shout out tonight. MVP Sports will sponsor tonight's MVP at the game. Lance Wilson, State Farm Insurance. He will sponsor tonight's great assist, Two Jacks Pizza. When we get a timeout, it's going to be a Two Jacks timeout. Triple T keys to the game, and we're going to look at them real quick after I mention the rest. But they will sponsor tonight's keys to the game. Clegg Autos, fast break of the game. The credit goes to them. Mikkel Thompson and Hunter Attorneys at Law for the great defensive play, which makes a great offense. Now, once again, Chris, we got to make mention of keys to the game, and I want you to go ahead and run along with it.
I'd like to thank Triple T for sponsoring our keys to the game. I think Spanish Fork's going to want to have a higher tempo game than Springville might in this one, but the thing is sometimes Spanish Fork presses a little too much, meaning they take quick shots. So if it's not there, set up your offense. Don't just huck one up. So, but when you get the chance to run. Got to have a high defensive effort against these Red Devils tonight. They've got a couple of guys that can put up some points in Nadald and Byzantine. And then also they're going to have to figure out how to rebound. Byzantine's averaging about 8.3 boards a game, and the Dons leading rebounder Zaire, and he's probably one of the smaller guys. So
he stands at a towering 5'10".
5'10". They're going to have to manufacture some defensive boards and limit those second point opportunities for the Red Devils.
All right. Well, that being said, thank you for that preparation, Chris. And now we're going to prep for the playing or singing of the National Anthem, and we look forward to that before every contest. And Chris and I will take a break for this.
Sportsmanship does matter, and we ask for your support in demonstrating respect for the game and all participants by refraining from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. At this time, we ask you to please rise and join us in the singing of our national anthem by Kai Smith.
Stars through the peril that is right, o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Nicely done there. Ladies and gentlemen, watch us on YouTube. Anyone, anywhere can watch a replay of this game and other Spanish Fork 17 programs on our YouTube channel, totally on demand at youtube.com/Spanish Fork 17. And then you can now live stream Spanish Fork 17 at sfcn.org. Click on the upper right-hand corner of your screen, and there will be a live stream. You can watch any time. At any time, you can tune in to sfcn.org and see what's going on Spanish Fork 17. In particular, these games, as we are getting dark, the Dons are set to be announced. Springville Red Devils, I mentioned before, handled the Dons in the round one between the two teams, a 12-point victory. And tonight, the Dons are going to need all that they can give out there tonight to knock down this Springville basketball team. Dons being announced on the floor. We'll give you all the starting lineups here shortly as the lights will come back on. But it'll be basically your typical starting five, including Cade Olson, Jackson Reese, Roman Iera, Lincoln Garside, and Ryan Flake for the Dons. So, some stats for the Dons. Who's leading the scoring now, Chris?
Yeah, we got Iera at 12 points a game, followed closely by Cade Olson at 11.5.
Okay, so you got those two. And Reese.
Jackson Reese at 10.4. So it's anybody's ball game on who could be the high point man for the Dons. And
no competition. You don't really have to go at it. Just go out, do your job, make your shots, win the game, and we'll come out of the La Hacienda with a victory tonight.
Yeah, the most important number is on the total cumulative score, I believe.
That's it.
Jumping that at halftime.
Cade DeLamas. Or excuse me, Cole Clement versus Ryan Flake. Clement comes up with it. He'll be with Jake Nadald. He's the one to watch. Number 3, he's a score machine.
Yeah, he's averaging 19, and Byzantine, who I don't see out there, is averaging 11.5 for the Devils.
Shot up, missed, but on the rebound. Well, there's several misses, including Austin Mertz. Here come the Dons. 3, Reese, no. Rebound to the Devils.
So Springville gets 3 attempts at it, no bucket.
Clement all alone for the bucket.
The Dons come down on the other side after that first possession and put up a quick shot. And really, I think Spanish Fork's going to have a hard time rebounding. They have all season.
Red Devils with a whole bundle of single digits out there on the floor. 1, 2, 3, and 5, and 11.
2 ones, huh?
And it's a foul, and they got Austin Mertz on that, it looks like.
Mertz does pick that up.
So the Dons will bring it in underneath. Cade Olson. As he looks for Iera, left side, finds him. Back out. To Garside, looking to Flake. Nothing doing. Steal by the Red Devils. Here they come. Right side. 3 ball on its way and good by Chase Haslam. And it's a quick 5-0 lead for the Springville Red Devils.
Yeah, both teams are just moving at a pretty good pace here. So we'll see if that continues the whole game.
Jackson Reese, single left. Couple of dribbles, gives it up Cade Olson. Top of the key, shot up, no. Rebound, Iera. Then they kick it back out to Flake. Flake, back to Roman up top.
So yeah, Springville's going with a man-to-man defense. Don's used some screens here to get some shots in the...
Reese trying to take it in all on his own, can't convert, and here comes Springville once again. Jake Nadal has it again up top, goes right side to Haslam. Haslam, Clement,
oh wow!
And we've got a body down and a whistle and a foul. It looks like Garside, the guilty party.
I hope that was a flop because that guy fell down pretty pretty hard, or Garside gave him a big shove. I don't know what it was, but that
one or the other, but either way we look at it, Garside will pick it up. Both teams now with the foul apiece. So Don's still looking to get on the board. We're over 2 minutes in.
pick and roll.
Yeah, nice shot attempt by Clement, but just shot too far. And Ira, left side back. That's Reese's range, but he didn't get the shot off. And the Dons work it back out. Springville sticking to their man coverage.
A 5-0 lead here for the Red Devils. Spanish Fork trying to slow it down, find something. I don't know what they're doing. They've just been passing it around the perimeter.
Whistle on the drive, and that foul will be committed by Brady Mortensen.
Mortensen with his first foul.
Springville will bring Cade DeLamas onto the floor. And it looks like that's going to send Mortensen to the bench. Yeah, and a foul. No, it wasn't Mortensen. Get it straight. It looks like maybe it was Mertz. So that being the case,
we got a discussion down there.
What do we do?
Jump ball.
Possession to the Devils.
They won the tip.
Yeah, it's Spanish football, excuse me. So the Dons get the ball back, 5-0 your score for Springville. And Ira bringing it across the midcourt line for Spanish Fork. Nice dribble move, free throw line, nice pass to Flake, shot up, scores.
Let's give that a State Farm assist there.
I'd say.
To Ira, the great pass. Great crossover move that set up that pass and then finished by Flake.
Lance Wilson, State Farm assist to the game. Lance Wilson Insurance, providing all essentials, annuities, all sorts of stuff, and of course, all the insurance you can think of. Just go to Lance Wilson State Farm. Left side, Ira. The Dons after a steal, and now we got a whistle and a foul, and they're going to call it down.
You're calling that one on DeLamas, maybe?
Cade DeLamas is first. He just got in the game. Olsen to inbound. Nice dribble pass and another foul. And this one, Chase Haslam.
Springville's going to foul out maybe the way this is going.
4 fouls already.
On 4 different individuals as Haslam picks that up. They're spreading the love on the fouls. Right. You can't take them with you, but they'll be into the bonus in a hurry.
Yeah. Jackson Reese kicks it back out to Olsen. Cade dribbles in, right-handed floater, no, rebound. Garside's going to get it for climbing over the back, and that'll be number 2 on him.
Now the Fairgrounds are on the other side of the side.
Curtis Hernandez. Yeah, Curtis Hernandez on his way off the bench.
Hey, that's 2 quick ones. Well, Garside picks up 2 in 4 minutes, and there's not very many Springville students here, but man, they are loud.
They're passionate over there. Seems like some of them are looking for a fight. 3 ball good, and that is by Austin Mertz.
A 2 run here to start this game. Spanish Fork's got to get some points. Springville's really doing a great job of suffocating, mixing up that defense as their zone now, but
Curtis Hernandez can't convert and misses 2 opportunities, and Springville on the glass.
You got to make those when you're at point blank range there. That was 2 nice looks. Hernandez just unable to come up with the bucket.
Left side to Lamas. A few dribbles, halts, kicks it back out to Mertz. And he works it back over to Nadald. Springville, very nice job in possession here.
Looked like Nadald might have stepped out on that other side.
3 ball unable to make.
And Spanish Fork.
Spanish has every rebound opportunity, and they can't get. Now they have one. It's
been a problem all season long.
Olsen Few dribbles, kicks it over, left side, Reese, 3. Oh, man, he could not get it to go.
That thing went down twice, didn't it?
Looks
oh,
like
my goodness.
Nadal unable to convert. And the Dons quickly down the floor again. Reese, no.
Take the lid off the hoop. They've had so many good looks, and they're just not going down. I think Spanish Fork's just a little bit inside. They're throwing it up a little bit too hard. Just relax, make the shot.
Well, Springville could be said the same. Oh, and that could be an injury, and the Devils want a timeout immediately. I saw, it's like Nadal wasn't. No, it was Haslam took a bounce off the basketball, and it was hurt.
He's up, though.
Right up.
He's all right. It's nice to be 17 or how old he is.
Yeah. Happens at our age, and you got certainly 5 or 6 cracked ribs.
And if we don't, we're going to pretend like we do.
2:22 left, 8-2 Springville. Don's looking to get the offense rolling. Only single bucket by Ryan Flake on a great assist by Iera. Olsen, or actually it was Kate Olsen, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, sorry. Give credit where it's due. That steal. And Nadal blocked. And the Dons have it in transition off the foot of Olsen, and it goes right back to Springville.
Yeah, Spanish Fork just seems like continuation of their last game, last Friday at Salem Hills, where they just couldn't get things going. We'll see if they've got a run in them here, though.
Jake Nadal with the ball, left side. He's still off the scoreboard. And let that one float itself out of bounds. Turnover to the Spanish Fork Dons.
Now, Springville's had a couple of possessions where they've had turnovers or blocked shots, so their Spanish Fork's defense is coming through. They just need to get some offense going here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they do. Clearly defense keeping in this one, but man, you got to get that offense going. And now's the time to do it.
And Byzantine checks in for Springville. He's averaging 11.5. Comes off the bench, apparently.
Decent-sized character out there. He's got a brother who's semi-okay. Foul.
He torched the Dons a couple of times.
Zach Byzantine.
Yeah.
He was a problem for everyone. So, another foul. And that one's on DeLamas for his second. Nice scoop by Flake, and he scores his second bucket of the game.
And both their buckets have come in the paint for the Dons.
Work underneath the Byzantine, and we've got to travel. Don's possession, trailing by now just 4.
Don's double team Byzantine inside, and he just shuffled those feet before he could get the pass off.
Approaching 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter.
They definitely
Iera
haven't scorched the nets in this quarter. 4-8.
You get those from time to time, and I'm going to give some good defense credit, but we got another foul. It'll be number 6 against Springville. And that's on Brady Mortensen, and that'll be 2 for him. So Springville will bring off the bench once again, Mertz. And they have another Nadal on the floor right now, number 0. 3 ball on the way by Olsen. Nails it.
7-8 ball game. Spanish Fork's climbed back in this one. I don't think Springville scored in the last 4 minutes of game time.
Well, the Dons have shut them down, and now it's a 1-point contest.
Both teams having long scoring droughts in this first quarter.
Nadal up front, dribbles through traffic. We got a whistle and a foul.
Nadal was doing his best Tim Hardaway impression down there. Did you see that crossover?
I did. So Springville, foul on Ryan Flake, just his first.
Does anybody know who Tim Hardaway is anymore?
No.
Okay.
Of course I do.
That's what I thought, though.
Free throw, first one dropped for Jake Nadal. He gets one more. And he missed it.
I printed the rosters off Max Prep, so number 0 I just have as L.
It's Luke.
It's Luke.
It is Luke Nadal, number 0. He's just a sophomore. So I heard it might try to pick on him, and they will again with Olsen. He can't convert this time, and Austin Mertz can't get the 3 off in time, but we've got a 2-point contest going into the second. 9-7 Springville.
As you all know, tonight is a
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport: paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate.
There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory.
If you want the real deal, contact State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
All right, Springville and Spanish Fork. 9-7. Springville with a lead. A pretty quiet offensive first quarter, clearly, but the Dons kicking it up a notch there to end that first.
Yeah, Springville with just 1 point in the second half of that first quarter as they got up to an 8-2 lead, but credit both teams for playing great defense.
That's right. Had a couple of threes dumped by Springville. Chase Haslam, Austin Mertz each had one, and then Cole Clement had a 2-pointer. Jake Nadal had a free throw, and that's where we stand. Springville is going to get the ball to start the second quarter. The Dons are shooting for the entire remainder of the first half. So Springville is 16 fouls already. Dons are just 3.
And we're talking about something, but let's just get this game underway here, officials. Oh, we're going to start out the quarter with a technical. Who knows? The officials has pulled Garrett Johnson and Justin Snell, respective head coaches, down to the center of the court. Maybe we could have a rock, paper, scissors contest.
Maybe we could just settle it that way.
Exciting basketball. Almost ready to get away, I think.
And you have the principal of Spanish Fork High School there, Matt Christensen, talking with an official with the ball there. And
something must have happened.
It has something to do with potential media maybe being in the way. I don't know what's going on. So let's just pretend nothing happened and the ball is inbound right there. So we're back to it. Chase Haslam back out on the point for the Red Devils. They look underneath to Byzantine and right on his back for the Dons. Who's that out there? Okay, so Dallin Red picking up his first. 14 fouls now for Spanish. They go right back to Byzantine. Shot up. No. Yeah, we missed it. Rebound. Spanish Fork. Here we go.
Yeah, great position by Red to get that rebound down there for the Dons.
You can already tell they want that Byzantine kid. They want him involved heavily here in the second. So watch for Springville to be working it underneath.
Yeah, brings him off the bench. And this is the slowest I've seen Spanish Fork go in the 4 or 5 games we've seen him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you know, you get your first opportunity against a team, you learn a lot. And clearly, Garrett Johnson learned something about Springville, where maybe now it's time to let the clock leak a little bit as the bucket made by Hernandez, Curtis Hernandez.
I know ad nauseum we've talked about the shot clock, but some of these possessions will be a little more frantic with the 35-second shot clock.
Well, that rule goes into effect next year.
So maybe I'll apply to be the shot clock operator.
Blocked shot.
Oh.
And then Byzantine comes up with it. A 3-ball on its way and missed by Luke Nadold. The Dons have it. 9-9 your score. The Dons looking for an opportunity to take the lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and for Spanish Fork, Springville's got some tall guys. Cole Clements, Byzantine's down there as well.
Ayera for 3. Roman Ayera on the board for the Dons.
Yeah, down by 8-2. They're on a 10-1 run here. It hasn't been the fastest run, but a run nonetheless.
Spanish with it. Dallin Red gives it up to Ayera out front. The Dons clearly, their key to the game might be a little different than what we might have thought early on, because they've really slowed everything down. Major.
The only key in basketball, we've mentioned this, is to score more points than the other team.
Well, I mean, you can do that in many ways. You lull your defense, their opposing defense to sleep, and then boom, hit them with something. Like that. Reese, no, he can't convert, and rebound to Springville.
Yeah, the patience is something maybe Spanish Fork's been working on, and last week at Salem Hills, it just seems like they just throw up the first shot that was available.
Yeah, Springville more higher tempo a little bit. Underneath, Byzantine, no. Rebound, Ayera, showing why he is a leading rebounder for the Dons.
Byzantine's been awfully quiet tonight.
Oh, that's a foul and reach in. Blocking foul called on Chase Haslam.
Yeah, what's at stake tonight is the, Springville's 4-1 in region. Spanish Fork's 3-2. This is round 2 of region play. Springville won by 12, so Spanish Fork looking for at least to get a little bit closer to being in first place.
Well, the Dons' both losses in region play so far have been road losses. So that being said, pick those couple of wins off, and they're sitting pretty. We'll see what happens here at La Hacienda. Free throw short.
Big opportunity there by Olsen. He misses front end.
A front end, and Springville with the ball once again. 12-9 with 5 to go. Out front with it, Jake Nadold. He's got Ayera on him, and he kicks it left side. Work it right back to him. Nadold under control, and a foul on the pass by, it's got to be Ayera. That's his second, his first.
First foul.
And now 5 team fouls for the Dons.
12-9, I mean, it's been a lot slower pace than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Great defense there is number 11 for the Dons.
And it makes you wonder at what point do one of these teams just break out and they, start pushing the ball super hard, because usually that'll happen at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody seems to be fairly well rested at this point.
And both teams had an entire week off in between last week and this week's game.
Nadold misses. Ayera lays it up. Yes, sir. Ayera with his 5th.
Yeah, great fast break there by Roman Ayera, but those shots were not going for the Dons early in this ball game.
Foul committed on Spanish Fork against Ayera, and that is second and will be team foul number 6. To the line is Jake Nadold. This will be for Springville's first points of the second quarter.
It was 7-9 to start the half for the Red Devils, and coming up goose egg so far.
Free throw's good. He's got one more coming.
Number 3,
Cade Olsen in. Ayera forced out with 4:18 to go here in quarter number 2. Free throw, yes. 14-11, Spanish Fork in possession.
We'll see if the Dons continue this methodical attack. Actually, seems like they're run a little bit more of an offense around the perimeter.
Well, he threw that one to the wrong jersey. Left side three on its way. No. Rebound underneath, and the bucket goes for Cole Clement. Haven't heard from him since the early part of this game. Now he's got 4.
I think Cole Clements is going to be a walk-on for the BYU football team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got a preferred walk-on.
Nice.
Dons are just another turnover, just falling apart here.
I mean, they're forcing passes where they don't need to be. It's just you put the ball in the corner, you're doomed. Timeout on the floor. It's been a long time since we've had a timeout. Of course, our timeouts are sponsored by Triple T Heating and Cooling and Plumbing. Excuse me, those are the keys to game. Timeouts come from Two Jacks. Where are they located, Chris?
Oh, was it 30 North Main?
Something like that.
Is that close?
It's very close. I think it's 30 North Main. You have it memorized. How do you know?
We've done enough of these, but
you go there a lot too, right?
That's great pizza. Go there for lunch. Order pizza at night. It's #yummy.
801-798-8601. Of course, everyone wants to know that number. That's for delivery. And then they deliver. You can either dine in, you can take it out by yourself, or have it delivered, of course. Two Jacks Pizza here in Spanish Fork.
Got a scoreboard issue?
I don't know, not on this end. Maybe somebody started it a little early, I don't know. No. Dons lead by 1. Turnover bug has bitten them the last 2 possessions. 3:38 to go here in the first half.
These officials are calling it a little bit tighter tonight than we've seen last week.
Cole Clement knocks it down. He has 6.
6 and just 4 points on his last 2 Springville possessions. Let me use my words there.
Left side 3 on its way by Mullins. Can't get it to go. And a rebound. And a foul.
We're going to get Nadald on that?
It's Jake Nadald's first, I believe. Or actually, it's Mertz. That is his second. So, apologies. So, to the line for Spanish Fork is Hernandez. He knocks down the first. So, he's got 3 points. And the Dons tie the game back up. Number 2. Yes, sir. Dons take the lead as we have substitutions coming in. Red in for Spanish Fork. He'll take job from Hernandez. And Byzantine comes in for Jake Nadald. Or excuse me, Mertz. Those numbers are weird on those.
Yeah, 5 and 3 are about the same digit there.
Well, I mean, they just got that little, it's a script look. Left side.
It's that pitchfork look on him, I guess.
And a whistle and a travel.
Cole Clements loves to travel. Unfortunately, you're not supposed to do that in basketball.
No. Wait till the offseason.
That's the kind of entertainment you get here on Spanish Fork 17 and on our YouTube channel.
Bring you the best of comedy. Left side 3 by Olsen. No rebound. Red's trying to keep it alive, and they're going to get him. Actually, they get Olsen on the push.
They get Olsen. Olsen's first, I believe. That would have been Red's second.
So that is team foul number 7, and free throws now for Springville, and Jake Nadald to the line.
Was he the one that was fouled, or did he just kind of like, I'm just going to walk to the line?
I'll take that one. No, I think he was. But that being the case, the leading scorer for Springville is only converted on free throws to this point. He has 4 points, all from the line.
Averages 19 a game.
He'll get one more to give Springville the lead back with 2:31 here left in the second quarter. Got it. Springville again ahead. The Dons in possession. Cade Olson across the timeline.
Springville didn't score any like the first 4 minutes. In the last minute and a half, they've got like 8.
Mullins loses it. And Springville with it, works it out. A 3-ball on its way and missed by Cade
Byzantine with the push.
Cade Delamas misses. And a whistle away from the ball. On the rebound, Byzantine will pick up his first.
You can't extend that arm. It's just way too obvious. Oh, they're going to call it a shooting foul and not an offensive foul because it was on the rebound.
Yeah, it was on the rebound. So Ryan Flake will go to line for 1-1. See if the center doesn't have the Shaquille O'Neal touch.
Well, there's something going on because you don't give him the ball and blow the whistle.
This is ridiculous. And we knew it was 1-1 the entire. I don't know. I'm done. All right. So free throws for Flake. First one. No, Roden's off and rebound to the Devils.
They iced the free throw shooter there. I guarantee he would have made it otherwise.
He's got a touch there, though. You can tell he's a free throw maker. And a foul committed by the Dons. And to the free throw line will be Cole Clement. And Red will pick up another. Seems like between Dallin Red and Lincoln Garside, those two, they just seem like they're out there for war sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Red's a little bit undersized, I guess, and so he has to. He's a big kid. Does everything he can to get the rebounds.
Well, Clement misses the first. For the Dons being in bonus for as long as they have, they sure have not taken advantage of it. They haven't made a whole lot of trips to the charity stripe. 2 trips to the charity stripe in total in this game for Spanish. And they've been in bonus since the start of this quarter.
Yeah.
So give Springville credit for their defense, and obviously a foul will send Jackson Reese to the line. Cade Delamas picks that foul up.
Is that his third? That's what I got. Yep. 3. That's what they put on the board. Delamas hit that floor pretty hard. I guess he's trying to get an early start on the demolition of this La Hacienda.
Yeah, well, so that has to happen sometime, doesn't it? Reese knocks down the first.
They keep him in.
So Reese, his first point of the contest. One more. No. Rebound. Flake gets it. Nice tip out by Red. So now the Dons in possession once again. 1:32 remaining here in the half. Flake left side. Jumper. No. Good touch. Byzantine on the board.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Just didn't go in. 1-point ball game here for Springville. We'll see who makes a run to close this game out, or this half out, I should say.
3-ball, no good. Byzantine. His first bucket of the game. 3-point lead for Springville. Oh. And the ball's taken away. Center's dribbling. Nadeald with the bucket.
Yeah, great take by Nadeald. He just gets the steal there. It looked like he fouled from this angle, but I couldn't tell for sure. But goes coast to coast. He wanted to dunk that, but just was a little out of position.
Another turnover.
Cade Delamas with the INT there.
Out front, Nadeald to Haslam, left side. Couple dribbles, we got a whistle. And the what?
I think they got a push off on Nadeald.
Nadeald, yeah.
Nadeald.
His second, I believe. Oh, no, just his first. 18 seconds left. Dons have really hit the skids as far as their scoring's concerned, and now they've only got 18 to get something to chisel into a 5-point Springville lead.
Yeah, both teams are alternating scoring droughts, it feels like.
Spanish just needs their centers to play center. 3 ball. No, and the tip don't go, and Spanish Fork will head to the locker room trailing by 5. So the Dons 17, Springville 22 are on Spanish Fork 17.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
At Clegg Auto Body, we pay attention to all the finer details, the small things. You know, a lot of people feel like they want their car quick and fast, but it takes time to get perfection. We work for the customer.
Spanish Fork trailing by 5 at 22-17. We're taking a look at some of the stats here. Springville, the 2 leading scorers in Jake Nadald and Cole Clement with 7 apiece. Spanish Fork's leading scorer, Roman Ayer with 5. Ryan Flake and Curtis Hernandez with 4 each. Chris, this is one of those alumni nights, evenings here at the high school where former players of Spanish Fork basketball are honored, or made fools out of, however you want to look at it.
Made fools out of.
But that being the case, the Dons, they really just kind of hit a wall there with a couple minutes to go here in that first half.
Yeah, we got an exciting game of musical chairs, but in our game we got going on for Springville and Spanish Fork, it's been like both teams will take 3 or 4 minutes and not score a bucket.
Right.
And then they'll get going again. But really, Springville had 9 points for about 4 minutes, and then they score in the last 4 minutes 13 points of that second quarter. You get 22, and Spanish Fork started out a little bit hot in that first quarter, but ended it on a scoring drought. And they only have 17, only scored 10 in that second quarter. Both teams going at a pretty low pace here.
Well, I mean, it was by design. You can tell Spanish Fork really wanted to have that type of control in the contest where they're just, going to run the clock and get some good looks down underneath. They've had some of those, but just their turnovers. They've got. It seems like the guys are just finding themselves in the wrong spots at the wrong time.
Yeah, and some of their looks have just not fallen for Spanish Fork either, where we've seen wide open threes, and Jackson Reese had one that went around the rim, I swear 3 times, fell down, and somehow popped up opposite Kawhi Leonard's type shot. And anyways, they just need to, I think, get a little more consistency on that outside shot here in the second half.
Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing sponsors tonight's Triple T Keys to the Game. If we could bring those back up. I don't know how interested everyone is on what's going on the floor, but it's just come to an end, I think, anyway, right?
We got one more chair here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who they are.
The Triple T, they're located at 1550 North Main Street, Spanish Fork. 801-798-7711. 7711, the phone number for Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And we've had a stretch of chilly, cruddy weather, and if you have any issues with your furnace, they're there to help you. So give them a call at Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Yeah, you go outside in the mornings, and it's it's teens.
It's awful. Let's just put it that way. And we're on the back end of winter here, looking forward to some spring.
Just 6 more weeks till spring, or I don't know how Groundhog's Day works.
I know that we've got fairly soon, in the next week and a half, baseball tryouts, softball tryouts, and those spring sports will get rolling. And hopefully they'll be able to be successful again, Spanish Fork, in baseball this year, and softball as state champions both.
That's quite the feat to pull off. They've done it a couple of times.
They have done it, and I'll be keeping a close eye on on both baseball and softball.
Absolutely, and yeah, that's what Spanish Fork's known for.
So I guess they gave Los Cholitas the night off.
Yeah.
Oh, they have state tournament tomorrow. That's right. So they're not messing around with this junk.
Yeah, who wants to come to a basketball game when you gotta get mentally prepared to win another state championship?
That's right. We mentioned we're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be right back here on Spanish Fork 17. Again, the score 22 Springville, 17 for Spanish Fork. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport. Paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
At Clegg Auto Body, we pay attention to all the finer details, the small things. You know, a lot of people feel like they want their car quick and fast, but it takes time to get perfection. We work for the customer.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson & Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate.
There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory.
If you want the real deal, contact State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
Halftime lead for the Springville Red Devils, as you see it on your screen there, 22-17. And Chris, our next live broadcast here on Spanish Fork 17. Who do you think it'll be between?
Let's go, Spanish Fork Dons maybe will be traveling up to Maple Mountain Golden Eagles for the varsity girls and then the varsity boys game afterwards. So a double header. I got to see the first double header all by my lonesome. Me and the Camry boys.
Yeah, I mean, I had a little bout with COVID and had to skip out on that one. But, you know, Dons and the Eagles Tuesday, February 8th, and you saw round one. Who are you going to pick?
So in the girls' game for Maple Mountain, you got to watch out for Liggett. She had 37 points in the first meeting. What'd they put up? 59 total. So she was out there scoring at will. I know she's got a scholarship and has accepted one to the University of Seattle. So for the Maple Mountain girls, watch out for her. For Spanish Fork, they're going to have a team effort. Maple Mountain won that first one handily, so I think Spanish Fork's going to have their A game on it. They're going to want to upset Maple Mountain up there. And then in the boys' game, we saw Spanish Fork, and they went at a quick tempo in that ball game and just outran Maple Mountain. And that's what I was kind of expecting tonight from Spanish Fork, but we'll see if they can do more of the same. And so it'll be tough for Spanish Fork to repeat up at Maple Mountain. It's tough to beat a team twice in the same year that's about the same caliber, and I think Maple Mountain and Spanish Fork are about the same level.
That'll be an interesting one for sure, and certainly one we're going to be all interested in, and that's Tuesday night, February 8th. Boys at 7, girls at 5:15. We encourage you to tune in here on Spanish Fork 17 for that major rival contest, as we've only got a few minutes remaining before halftime comes to a close. Can we bring up our sponsors again, and we'll talk about some of them. And we already had our Lance Wilson State Farm great assist to the game. MVP Sports sponsors tonight's MVP of the game. Two Jacks Pizza cover our timeouts. Triple T, they got our keys to the game. And Clegg Auto's Fast Break. McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, attorneys at law for the great defensive play, which converts to a great offense. So all this being said, have you seen or have you been able to point out a great defensive individual play at this point that sticks out?
Yeah, we had a pretty good block. I'm trying to remember, was that Flake that had that block? I believe it led to Naira fast break, so we can get possibly 2 sponsors out of that in one play.
You have to have a great defense to have a great offense, and that's what McKell Thompson and Hunter Attorneys at Law do. They're located at 642 Kirby Lane, number 105, 798-9000. You just saw their commercial shortly ago, and you can visit their website at utahlegalteam.com. They cover personal injury, accidents, low-cost bankruptcy, family, and criminal law. So we've got a couple minutes here, 2:16 before the buzzer will sound, and we begin the second half. And if we'll bring those keys to the game back up, Chris, the Dons ran away with, got away without pushing the tempo.
Yeah.
But they of course, by not doing so, they didn't press, so you got that right.
Yeah, they didn't press. I think what they need to do is they need to find a way to hit 3 or 4 3-pointers, right? And then they've been playing great defense.
Yeah.
And I think they've been doing that well, and rebounding at times they've done well, but we saw stretches where Springville would get 3 or 4 opportunities, and you can't allow a team to do that because they're going to come away with a bucket.
Well, I mean, there's a couple players the Dons have really done a good job against, and of course that's leading scorer for the Springville Red Devils, and Jake Nadald, who's averaging 19 a game, only has 7 to this point. But you know how second half defensive legs get a little tired. I expect to see him. He'll go off at some point in this contest.
Yeah, and for sure. And Nadald, we saw him take that one, steal it, and go coast to coast.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some hops. He's a very athletic individual. We'll see if they try and get him in. If he's going to have it. Sometimes you score a few points in the first half, and then you come out and you have 20 in the second.
Yeah.
But the way the Dons are going, they're wanting to keep this down in the 30s.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it turns out. Nadald, again, I mean, one of the things that strikes me about him, normally you got a kid that's averaging 19 a game, and they're standing at some weird, not even weird, but they're 6'4", 6'5" athletes. Nadald is not a big dude, and he's out there and he wants to shoot the 3-ball and make those field goals that way, but he has no problem taking it to the rack either.
Yeah, he's quick as a cat. Can hit that 3, but he also can take you off the dribble. But for Spanish Fork, they've got their own guy that's quick, Iera. They got to get him. He does really well in transition, but I think they got to get Jackson Reese, Kate Olson some open looks from behind the 3-point line, especially if you're going to chew up 30, 35 seconds of the clock. You got to come away with a big shot because that's a dagger.
With those 3 guys who average, over 30 a game, right?
Yeah.
Between those 3. So far, they have 9 in total. So that group of 3, they need to really go off offensively if the Dons want to have a shot, I think, at this one, and at least be able to counter Nadald's offensive output. So they did so in the first half. They're going to have to continue. Ball out of bounds, back to Spanish.
Nadald knocks it out of Reese's hand, and like you mentioned earlier, Reese got caught down in that corner. That's no man's land out there unless you're just shooting a 3. Otherwise, you got to get rid of it quick.
Yeah, you got to have a plan if you're going to get the ball in the corner. That's for certain. Flake fighting his way. No, can't convert. Rebound to the Devils. Jake Nadald kicks it back. Shot up by Haslam. Chase Haslam, his first bucket since the first quarter. He's got 5.
Free throw jumper, and I don't know how Iera still has the ball.
Snuck right through that, didn't he?
Part of the Red Sea, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Underneath, steal.
As Springville's coming out, they're going to go full court press. They want to push the action here.
Nadald blocked by Flake, and there's another defensive play, if you want to call it. What a pass and a great assist in the same play.
Yeah, Lance Wilson State Farm assist, part 2 that time by Olson.
It's him taking care of it. And the Dons to within 5. 7 now for Iera. Nate Ald with the ball out front. The ball knocked loose.
You can tell Springville's like, we're bored. Let's get this game going.
Yeah. And with it, Nate Ald left side.
Just like that, they run their own 30-second.
Well, they do, and then Nate Ald converts, so he's got 9. And it's back to a 7-point lead.
Spanish Fork. See how they attack this man-to-man defense here.
Garside, couple dribbles, fakes with the body, and puts it up and in.
A great post move there by Garside. Comes away with 2.
5-point lead once again. Left-hander, no. Rebound. Spanish Fork is Clement unable to convert, and a pick.
Slow it down.
Nate Ald left side, 3-ball on its way, and good by Austin Mertz. He's got 6. And a steal. Back to Mertz. Or excuse me, Nate Ald with a bucket, and it's 11 for Nate Ald, and the Dons now down by 10 out of the gate.
They got, if you're Coach Garrett Johnson, you got to figure out how to break that press, and they've been making. They got away with a couple of passes that, like, ooh, what are you doing? You got to Thyera, but you probably shouldn't have, because he was covered like a blanket.
Yeah. Well, that being the case, we're back into another Two Jacks Pizza timeout. And it's a full timeout, so we've mentioned Two Jacks out loud, so let's talk about Spanish Fork community news, shall we, for a moment? The phone number for SFCN is 798-2877. Website sfcn.org. Not only on the website do you get an understanding of what SFCN is and everything else at sfcn.org, but you can tune in for live Channel 17 video. And all you have to do is click on the link in the upper right-hand corner of the web page at sfcn.org, and you can watch anything live anytime.
And I always thought fiber was good for your diet, but it's also good for your internet speed. You can get that from Spanish Fork 17.
That's right.
Or Spanish Fork Community Network as well.
That fiber will keep you regular.
And your video streaming regular as well.
Okay, out front. Don's with it. Garside, couple left-hand dribbles, posts up, shot up, scored it. Garside isn't getting the easy bounces, but they're falling, so we'll take them.
Counts as 2 points nonetheless.
8-point Don's lead. The ball knocked away, out of bounds, off the leg of, who they saying?
He didn't know.
Well, he checked that side official that made the call.
I couldn't tell. That was really close.
It was, but when that side official has that view, and it's just like, well, what do you do at that point?
Yep.
Byzantine, one dribble against Flake, bodies hard up against his scores. That's a
hole in a china cupboard.
I mean, let me tell you something. That's a worry when you got a center who's just. I mean, how old is this kid?
He's a junior.
So he's got another year. I expect a lot out of that kid. His Garside, what is he doing out there?
He's got like 8.
Nuts.
Does he have 8 in this quarter?
He's got 6.
6. Feels like 8. He fouled. I think Clemenson got away with it. Great defense by Garside.
Well, the Dons with it once again with 4:18 remaining here in the third. So the Dons needing to chisel into this lead, and they can't forget how they played the first half as Olsen gets a nice roll. He has 5.
Nice. Springville still having a 1-point advantage here in the third quarter. They're up by 6.
Well, my point is, as I was trying to make, the Dons really need to be smart about not overdoing it, not pushing too hard, as Flake is going to get a foul commit out on the perimeter, and he probably has a good idea to commit that against Jake Nate Ald.
That's just the first foul in this entire half.
Wow. Compared to that first half, that's something.
Usually they foul more in the second half than the first half, statistically speaking, in my mind.
Shot up. No. Out of bounds to the Dons. Shot was missed by Haslam, and Spanish Fork in possession as Garside will inbound Ira.
As an opportunity for Spanish Fork to cut into this lead a little bit. And they've taken back the momentum. Springville had that 11-point lead as they've alternated scoring droughts, really.
33-27. Dons looking like they're settling in. Once again, Ira could build a tent. I mean, give me a break.
He pitched the tent, hits the three, and cuts it to three.
And gathers the wood for the campfire, the ball out of bounds to Springville.
And I think they're going to get Garside.
Oh. Pushing foul on Garside. That's 3 for him, I believe, is it not?
It is, according to my chicken scratch.
That's right. And that's a second team foul against Spanish Fork.
Usually miss 1 or 2 fouls a game, but nobody's perfect.
Certainly not.
Except for you when writing down the points.
Certainly not. Underneath. No, nice block by Garside. He does not give up on defense. And a foul committed in return by Clement. As Garside, what a play there.
And he chops Clement's legs off there. This game's getting heated.
Yeah, it's getting fun. A 3-point contest now with 3:16
remaining. Where's the pigeons? Where's the tortillas at?
Where's the goats and the chickens?
Nobody knows what we're talking about, except if you were born before 1985, you might.
All ping pongs around. Nobody comes up with it till Springville does. Here they come. Out front, Nadald. He'll end up going left to Delamas. They work underneath. Byzantine pushes off, and they busted him.
You can't throw that shoulder, can you?
Oh, and he extended the arm a little bit, made it obvious. So that's his second 2-team fouls on Springville now as well.
Can tie it up with a 3 here. They were down by 11 just minutes ago.
Things were looking bleak, but the Dons, they slowed it down once again, and they're finding shots unless those pesky Devils and their defensive prowess make things difficult.
We got Pete. We can see Pete. He's taking pictures down there.
I thought he was supposed to be working. Wasn't he supposed to be working?
I thought he was running our controls. Instead, he's working the camera on the baseline.
He's going to review this video and want to beat us both. 3-ball by Reese. Snow. Jackson cold tonight. Nadald with it. Couple dribbles between the legs, behind the back. Delamas back to him. Byzantine trying to get a post underneath against Flake.
Might as well. Once he gets it down low, it's almost 2 points.
Olsen with the foul, and on his way up with it and getting 2 shots will be Nadald.
Olsen on National Signing Day signed with the Badgers of Snow.
Play wide receiver, yes?
Yeah, he kickoff returner.
Oh yeah.
As well. He's, I think, the first touchdown of the season for the Dons.
First touchdowns on the silly turf.
Yeah, first play. And then I think on their last game, he brought one back to the house, too. Go check out that new stadium and those glitzy lights.
It's cool. It's a cool facility. Second one good. So, 13 points for Nadald. He's got 6 in the quarter.
Tell you the booth there is a little nicer than the one here, Alan.
I don't doubt it. Well, of course not. The one up on the old field's gone.
I'm talking about the one more sitting in.
Talking about this thing.
The perch.
These things, I think, were built like, I don't know why. It was for production purposes and everything else and music. But, you think about the Crow's Nest at Springville High School. That thing is even scarier than this one. And I've been in a lot. Olsen from a mile out.
The one at Payson at the Lions Den is the scariest, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. 2-point game as Olsen knocks down a long 3. He's got 8.
That was I don't know if that was NBA distance, but that was a...
Yeah, it was, I think.
We'll give it an NBA distance 3. That's...
Out of bounds, Ira knocked to the floor, and they're giving it to Spanish Fork without a foul.
They're going to call Cole Clement.
Oh, they are going to get him. So that's
His first, but a lot. Fourth on the Devils.
Second, they're saying on Clement.
Oh, okay. That's the one I missed.
That's your imperfection. That's your flaw.
Ugh.
Ira.
Tied up here with the 2.
Dons of finding success in working slow.
Steady Eddie here in this game. Which is really good because against Salem, I think they were trying to do too much.
No, and they killed themselves. I mean, they just beat themselves up physically. You wear yourself out. Reese for 3. Yes! There he is.
This is the first lead Spanish Forks had, maybe in the game.
I think so. 36-35.
Did they lead 9-8 maybe?
Far side of the block. Here come the Dons. He's got Olsen. Leads him perfect. Cade Olsen with the lay-in.
This place is getting explosive as Olsen gets another bucket.
11 points for Olsen. And the Dons, they're taking advantage of the fast break opportunities when they need to be. They're playing disciplined and smart right now.
Push the tempo, but don't press is what somebody put as a key.
I think someone said that early. And that was a foul committed by the Dons. That's going to send Brady Mortensen to the free throw line.
Did they get Iera with that? Who'd they get? I didn't see.
Yep, that'll be 3 for him. But they can commit him out there as a guard. You know, you can play with 4 fouls as a guard.
Just can't play with 5.
Free throw missed by Brady Mortensen. Dons at 21 in the quarter.
Bring in Curtis Hernandez for a little muscle down low. The Dons do.
Yeah, he brings it. Free throw, yes. So 1 of 2 for Mortensen, and the Dons now lead by 2 with 16 ticks on the clock.
Yeah, I'm surprised Springville didn't go full court press. We've seen that after buckets.
Yeah, and they've had success with it.
Created a big 6-0 run to start this quarter.
Flake waited just in time to let the clock run out, and Ryan Flake with 6 points. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spanish Fort Dons with a 40-36 lead. We'll be back.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport. Paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate.
There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory.
If you want the real deal, contact State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
The Dons fans charged up here at La Hacienda. Spanish Fork with a 4-point lead. They came into the quarter down 5. So the Dons 23 in that third quarter. And we had a discussion about guard production early on and how the Dons guards needed to get into it a little more offensively, and by golly, did they.
Yeah, I think one of the things we talked about is hitting some more threes. They had a couple in that quarter.
They had 10 points so far at this point for Cade Olsen and Roman Iera. So those two really stepping it up there in the third, and we'll see if the Dons can't keep this type of intensity. Both teams with 4 fouls, steal by the Dons.
Same guys there, you got to be careful. But yeah, anytime you can score, they scored 6 more points in that third quarter than they did in the entire first half.
Yeah.
And you see that quite often, actually, at the high school level. It's crazy how momentum changes.
Yeah, and Spanish, they need to do a good job at making sure that they keep their momentum under control.
I wonder how many times that happens in the NBA. Yeah, we scored more points in the third quarter than we did in the first half.
Never, ever. What was it, a 98 Jazz Bulls series where they had a total in the game, I think, of
58 or 62.
Yeah, I mean, it was something stupid. Back there by Nadal to start for Springville, so they're within 2.
Spanish Fork can run the clock out. We don't have a shot clock here.
Let's go. We don't have that ticker up there. Wear it down. They look
Don't
underneath.
do that.
Yeah, do that. Hernandez can't convert, however. Byzantine big body underneath and a steal on the conversion. Oh, Ayera, left side, 3. Yes, sir, Hernandez.
Hernandez with the bow and arrow puts it in the hoop.
5 for Hernandez in the game. I didn't know he knew how to shoot threes.
Well, he does now. He learned in this game. He missed one in the first half that almost went in and made that one.
It all can't commit. Rebound, Spanish Fork. Ayera fouled, and that's 5 team fouls against Springville, and that one will be against Chase Haslam.
Got him with Trace. We'll see if I'm right.
You are. So a 5-point Dons lead, 6:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Nothing more would Spanish Fork desire than to see these Devils leave here dejected.
Yeah, they'd be tied for probably second place in region. Maybe first, depending on how Salem Hills does tonight, but 4-2 records.
Oh, Flake unable to convert. Nice move. Rebound to the Devils.
Way to reverse his position there. Just unable to come up with a bucket is Byzantine with pretty good defense.
Flake is more athletic than you might believe. You see him out there, and he's tall and skinny, but he can move and he can play, and he's a good defender as well. You see he's been guarding Byzantine. Byzantine so far has 4 points. And he has it up to the top of the key. Inside, Nadald, nice with the bucket. Jake Nadald with 17.
17, and it's been quiet. He averages 19. If you would have asked me how many points he has, it feels more like 10.
Yeah, 10 here in the half. So he's, as I said, you got to expect Nadald to do what he does. Average score is average. That way, being that being the case, you need the rest of your guys to do their job as well. So far, the Dons have done just that. As Ayera for 3, no rebound to Byzantine, who gives it up, and Springville's within possession.
They can tie it up with the 3.
It's on its way. It is no good. Rebound, Byzantine.
It's got to be a jump ball.
Yes, it is a jump ball.
I thought we were going to get a foul as slow as the official went.
Spanish Fork possession. Out of the game, Hernandez, guard side in. 4:54 remaining in a 3-point contest. We had that first half, Chris, where the Dons both teams really got into a big foul festival.
Yeah, and then it kind of slowed down.
And then the game remains tight here in the fourth quarter, and
it was a buffet of fouling.
Yeah, now it's just a buffet of kindness.
Doesn't seem like it.
Flake fouled. He'll get 2 out of that one.
A great position by Flake, though, to draw that foul on Byzantine, and he's got 3.
That's a good number to see up there with Byzantine. To have 3, 16 fouls. Don shooting from now on.
They've really struggled on the front end of the 1-and-1 the Dons have. Every game I've seen.
Free throw, good for Ryan. He's missed his free throws the first time to the stripe, but makes 1 of 2. Second. Yes, those are big free throws. That's where the Dons really need to be successful, because you can bet that if Springville gets to where they feel a little desperate, they're going to start fouling you. You'd be making them.
Yeah, you got to close the game out strong.
Shot up, blocked by Flake, and rebound to the Dons.
Great block on Clement. Pesky Red Devils going full court pressure there.
And had me a little nervous with Garside handling the ball.
There's been a couple of times where Ayera, I don't know how he's gotten the pass caught.
Ball stripped out of the hands of Flake. Nice job on defense there by Haslam to get the strip. He's got it for 3. No, let it go. No, Ayera with it.
I think Ayera might have touched that and had to go corral it.
Well, smart of him. 3 ball. Oh, rattles in and out, and a rebound back to the Dons. Shot up, Garside, no. He's got another shot and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And when the Dons were down by 11, Garside was a little engine that could and just kept this train on the tracks, for lack of a horrible analogy.
Yeah, well, he's actually a major part of why this Dons team is even in this one. Had 6 right out of the gate for Spanish in third. And nothing to show for anything in the first half. First free throw, good. And these are the guys you need those free throws to fall from. I mean, you're not worried about Cade Olson and Jackson Reese then. It's a big guy who's getting to the charity stripe, and they start making them, and everybody's confident and happy.
Yeah. Well, this is a game that the Dons, a little revenge game against that 12-point loss that really will help them in the RPI and possibly propel them to a region championship. You still get a trophy for that. That's still cool.
Yeah. Springville's number 1 in region play and ranked number 5.
9.
Is it 9? I thought it was 5 in the RPI. Block. However, the ball comes back to Mertz. Outside angle right. Off the hip, no good. We got a whistle. We got a foul. It's down. It's against the Dons. And it is going to go against Ryan Flake. Or, excuse me, Lincoln Garside. That's 4. So, 3:09 left. What do you do with him? Let him play it out. You got big guys. You got depth there.
He's had a hot hand. 4 fouls is not that big a deal.
3 ball. No good by Nate Ald, and the Dons with it. Nice pass down the floor. And a foul against Springville. A blocking foul called as a shot was going up.
So that'll send Reese to the line?
Yep, Jackson Reese to the charity stripe. And they're going to get 2 shots. That is 4 fouls on Haslam. 7-point Dons lead, and they're looking to gain.
Somebody might foul out here, huh?
Nice free throw there by Reese. He has 5. Dons have just 1 field goal here in the 4th quarter, Chris. That was a 3 ball by Curtis Hernandez.
Well, if you take points any way you can get it.
Yeah, everything else from the charity stripe for Spanish Fort. Boy,
Springville only has 4 points in this game, and I'm looking up the hourly RPIs, and Springville's going to have to use a timeout. It says they're 6th right now.
Oh, okay.
Spanish Fort 13, so you're probably right. They were probably 5th.
Yeah. So 49-40, the Dons lead. Timeout on the floor. We have a full one. Chris, what do you want to talk about? I'm getting short on things we can discuss. I've got a church lesson on Sunday. Would you like me to share it?
Well, let's leave the preaching for Sunday.
Okay.
But, yeah, go ahead and text me the lesson plan. I'll review it over the weekend, give you the thumbs up like we always do.
Right.
But I think for Springville, they've only scored 4 points in this quarter. We were inside their huddle with Coach Snell. And, he's coached this team to 2 state titles, so he's got to be telling them, hey, guys, we got to get some stops. We got to get some buckets. Let's work it inside. Let's not press.
Justin Snell's been an incredible, successful coach for Springville, and he's taken some teams nobody even cared about and had success with them. And, that's one of those developmental type things where they start a season cold and then get warm. So now to this point.
And he's been there, 7-8 years. But if you can win 2 titles in that amount of time,
that's
people
big.
Coach 20-30 years and never get one.
Yep. No doubt about that. It's a 9-point Dons lead with 3 minutes remaining.
Spanish Fork.
This is it.
You have to maintain possession of the ball. Springville's going to press, but you can take some time off. But don't make any bad passes. I assume they still have some timeouts left.
That they do. Out front, 3 ball. Nate Ald can't convert on the rebound. Clement couldn't convert, and they flip it back out. Nate Ald to the basket. Lefty, no, and the Dons get it.
Garside finally able to corral it.
Ira across the midcourt line, takes it coast to coast. Ill-advised. Lays it up and misses. On transition, Clement.
Yeah, you got a 9-point lead if you're Ira. You can pull it out.
Protect. And I think that's what Garrett Johnson wants to discuss at this current time. Just a 30-second timeout. Clegg Auto's located at 1447 North Main. They are sponsors of tonight's fast break of the game, and we've seen plenty of those, haven't we? But anyway, their phone number 801-798-1822 for Clegg Auto. You can visit their website at cleggauto.com. Here to get you back on the road. They provide full service auto repairs, towing, and their own body shop.
So if you get in a wreck, give them a call.
That's right. Or you have anything wrong with your vehicle, go to Clegg's. All right. Oh, I need a drink. Chris, share something.
Yeah, so 49-42. Dons with the lead and the ball. So definitely watch out. You just got to get it down court for starters, but just don't rush it, right? Control that tempo. Make sure Springville's fouling at the end of this game.
Springville not aggressive at the full court yet. They're going to meet them at half court. Reese across the timeline. Back out to Ira. Now, Reese, being the shooter he is, you don't realize he is a good ball handler as well. So he's another one of those guys you can get it to, and he can make things happen. 2 minutes as we approach. And a whistle, and a foul, and free throws for Jackson Reese. However, it'll be the final 1-1, 2 after this.
Now, these are some, big free throws for Spanish Fork if they want to pull this upset out.
Yeah, and so far in the quarter, they're perfect, including Reese, who's 2 for 2. He's got 6 tonight. Free throw.
Short. We
run end.
You can't give them compliments.
Run end. 2 minutes left. Out front with it, Nadald. He's going to be looking for the shot. And a nice foul out on the perimeter by Spanish Fork.
Not a bad foul. That's the 16. Springville's not shooting.
So now they will be, so keep your feet in front of you.
That's adios for Garside as he's disqualified with 5.
Quickly in for him is Hernandez. And wide open underneath. A bucket goes. We got a whistle and a timeout. Nadald on the hoop. He has 19 at his season average.
I forgot how these close games. We haven't had very many close games. I forgot how many timeouts they give these teams.
They give them a lot, and we learn about that as we get into these parts of the game. You think, man, we're going to be out of here pretty quick.
I ordered my 2 Jack's pizza. It's going to be cold.
Yeah, 2 minutes. You wait too long. You're going to have a chili pizza. You can plan on that, Chris. Should have waited till a minute on the clock. All right. Tonight's MVP Sports MVP of the game will be announced. They're located at 72 North Main in Spanish Fork. 798-3587. You can go to MVPSportsUtah.com. But obviously, MVP Sports, an awesome place to get all sporting goods and uniforms, anything you need to outfit your team for this coming baseball season, especially is at MVP. Who would you say right now is the MVP, Chris? About everybody?
About everybody. That tumble deserves an MVP Sports.
That tumble results in 2 free throws instead of 1 and 1. And these, like I said before, this is where everything turns critical.
Yeah. The last couple minutes of a game can end up being a lot of fouls and a lot of real time.
Free throw, good. So Ira.
You watch the end of some of those college basketball games in the tournament, and you're like, okay, it's almost over. I can flip it in the next game. And 45 minutes later, the last 2 minutes are done.
Yeah. And that's sometimes what happens. Free throw number 2, no. So 1 of 2 for Ira. He's got 11. 6-point lead for the Dons. 2 possessions.
Springville's going to want to go quick and inside, but
Flake. They called Flake on a foul.
Oh.
That looked clean as could be.
That was as clean a block as we've had. There's been some stuff a lot more egregious that were not called than that. Clean
that was
block.
And he had the perfect look at it, too. I don't get that. Free throw, good. Nadald with 20.
Official might be a resident of Springville. We'll keep that on the down low. I don't know.
I'll follow him home. We'll find out. So anyway, that being said, the free throw number 2 dropped. 22 for him. 4-point lead, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Do you want Flake inbounding?
I don't know. because you're 2-3 ball handlers, maybe you don't.
They got timeouts. Nice
Iara
pass.
has gotten some close passes.
Man. Out
Make
front
them
with it is
foul.
Olsen. Waste clock, waste it, but don't lose it.
There's a slick spot, and we got another Jacks timeout.
And a full one at that, so that's a minute that we get to discuss a few things, including next week's game, Tuesday night. Reminder, once again, Maple Mountain and Spanish Fork, the big rivalry here, the crosstown rivalry at Maple Mountain High School. So we encourage you to get out for that one. If you can't, of course you know where to go. Spanish Fork 17 on YouTube, and their search engine. You can either go there or go to youtube.com/SpanishFork17, or guess what?
Did you find it on their website now?
sfcn.org. You can find it there. Live's Channel 17 video. You got to click the link in the upper right corner of the screen, and you'll be directed to live Spanish Fork 17 programming.
And the broadcasts are pretty clear. I remember a few of the first broadcasts I watched. It wasn't pretty, but we've got this thing down to science here at Spanish Fork 17
well, I'll tell you
now.
what, especially us professionals here in the booth.
Years and years and years of training to do this.
Great training. Had so many mentors. Can't name them all.
Well, you're my basketball mentor.
Yeah, well, I've been.
Where do I go from here? Mayor? Is that the next step?
No, I've been doing this, Chris. Spanish Fork basketball in particular since 2001.
2001.
And back then, the video quality
I know. I saw
was horrendous. And on top of that, I mean, we didn't have anything. I mean, it was like you had a camcorder and a couple of guys with a microphone. 3 ball. Yes! Hernandez for 3! And that's the one to put the knife in it. Justin Snell walking dejected on the sideline, and Springville needs to answer. And that's your guy. He doesn't convert. Nadal misses. And now the Dons need to get rid of it, and Reese travels.
7-point lead. Reese just takes that extra step. But Curtis Hernandez, they're going to name the court after him the way he's shooting tonight.
He's got 10, but
they've been big shots.
He's got only 2. He's the only person to make field goals in the fourth quarter for the Dons, and they've both been big threes. 7 points.
Big shot Hernandez.
Ball thrown out. Springville with possession. No need to foul. No need to foul, especially in the paint. Leave him alone. And the bucket goes for Clement. So he now has 11. And a whistle and a timeout by Justin Snell and the Springville Red Devils. And another full timeout.
This gives Springville a chance to reset that defense, and we've seen Spanish Fork struggle to inbounds that ball.
Well, we once again want to thank all of our sponsors. We've mentioned all of them and give them all their due as this game's gone on, and hopefully we won't have to do it much longer as 41 ticks remain on the clock. And if the Dons can at least get a possession where they can put points on the board, I think it provides a much comfortable situation for them. Dons still, Springville would be shooting 1-1, so, I mean, if it gets to a certain point where you need to commit a foul, make sure you don't do it while they're shooting.
Yeah, for sure. And, wow, Spanish Fork undefeated at home in region play. Home court advantage might come up huge as they can get this one. Long ways to go, but Salem Hills will be the last game here at La Hacienda. That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be fun. I'll be here for that regardless of whether we do it or not. But the Dons still have a whole season to go, and, you've got half a region play behind you, but now
it's round 2,
looking
baby.
like maybe you can start round 2 with a potential W here, maybe have some success and a quick foul against... Yeah, they're going to call a foul against Nadald.
It looked like Iara traveled. That's why I thought they were going to
he got the forearm shiver that helped him out on that travel.
I didn't see the shiver. I just saw, I got this nice wall
Oh, isn't that nice?
Some of the actions. I just saw him doing the Brooks and Dunn boot scooting boogie.
First one good for Iara. He now has 12. to lead the Dons. Dons with 4 players in double figures tonight.
Well, that's going to make the MVP Sports MVP player of the game fun to pick.
Oh, you missed the second.
Oh, and
you got to get them both.
Flake almost with the rebound. Springville's going to have to go fast here.
3. Nadal, he just can't make anything from behind the arc. Time's a ticking. 3 ball on its way again. And a whistle. And who are they going to get? Springville, and that will do it.
Nadal.
That should give the fans here at La Hacienda reason to celebrate. The Dons appear to be taking down the top Region 4 team in Springville, and they will be tied with them. Salem Hills probably be the ones to leap to the top here tonight.
I think Salem's playing Wasatch, not remembering where that one's at.
Yeah, well, I mean, home court advantage, major deal.
Well,
Herrera is having a terrible time at the free throw line.
The Skyhawks at Salem Hills. I was there 2 Friday nights in a row. That place is loud.
No, we know. Actually, it looks like he's getting 3 here. What's technical and what's going on? So he still just can't convert free throws. So I know what we'll be doing in practice tomorrow.
They practice on Saturdays now?
Yeah,
they should.
There would be if I were coach after seeing this, at least a few of the guys. Free throw goes. 13 for Iera. And a 7-point Dons lead. 22 seconds left and final gasp for Springville, and this game is over. As a whistle and a foul will send Chase Haslam to, or actually it's on Nadal.
It's on Nadal. He's been disqualified. So 1 apiece. I love it.
21 for him as he exits. So now his little brother will come in, I believe. Late Nadal is. Just a sophomore. So he'll be a stud in the future.
He's
getting varsity time.
Averaging only 1 point, but you getting time as a sophomore. Usually that means you're going to be great as a senior.
Olsen missed the first. He'll get 1 more.
If Springville fans are chanting first round exited, this is basketball season. We need to educate them. We don't know who's going to be exiting in the first round.
10 seconds. Layup good and a foul on Iera. You think he's really going to foul him right there? I mean.
And the bucket's good, though. We'll send Haslam.
Well, I mean.
4 on.
I'm seeing these officials, and you see Garrett Johnson's losing it, but it seems like a lot of these times the officials are just guessing. They're not even on an angle. On the ball, they've got an official over here. I want to know what the officials are doing, giving the kid a ball while you got one official arguing with the coach on the side.
You got to hit the rim on the free throw.
Yes, you do, and Spanish gets it. But I don't understand why they were doing that. And another timeout.
Hashtag 2Jacks Pizza timeout. It's trending.
Yeah, 2Jacks all night long, apparently, so get on that.
Breadsticks.
That sounds good. Those cheese sticks are the best. Man, really, I mean, honestly. Have you had the Western-style ones?
I'll get that. I'm writing that down.
Western-style cheese sticks. They put bacon and stuff on it. It's tremendous. I encourage that to anyone who would listen. 56.50. Dip them in that ranch too, right? Is that what you do, or the marinara?
Oh yeah, you go ranch.
So healthy. So
it's not gluten-free, my gluten-free friends.
No, it is not. But who is gluten-free anymore? I mean, come on. They probably make one now, a pizza maybe, that's got the cauliflower. Crust.
Yeah.
Whatever they use. I don't know. 5.7 left. We got free throw, or Spanish Fork's coming inbound. That free throw missed the rim, so the Dons were bailed out.
Just got to get it in here.
Yep, get it off the stinking rafter, and it gives the ball right back to Springville. Nice.
Hopefully they design a taller gym.
You got to be careful. I mean,
doesn't take much here at La Hacienda.
Well, I've seen things happen in 5.7 seconds in 6-point games before that have been just sad.
Oh, there's the first part of it.
They're going to get 2 only, 3.7 left, and what do you know? We got another TO. And it's just a 30-second one. So Spanish Fork, really all they need to do is get the ball into the backcourt. I mean, just lob it back there because 3 seconds isn't enough for Springville to get 4 points, right?
You got to be careful on the lob. You got to go
make
with
sure. Well, you got to make sure you got, don't
lower angle. Lower angle.
Don't hit the air ducts. But you know what? It's very important too. You get the ball. You got to get it. Don't throw it over anybody's head by any means. But if you can just get it into a Hail Mary situation down the floor, Springville's going to go after it. They all will.
They can even take it as long as you don't foul.
That should burn the clock up. The Dons come out of here with a W. And I'll be honest with you, Chris, I thought this would be a Springville show before this. I mean, why not? Springville's been tough. Spanish Fork came in tonight.
A little bit of a losing streak.
But they had a game plan. And that's what's important for Spanish. They said, you know what? Tonight, we're going to do something a little different. We'll slow it down, get ourselves established. And it hasn't hurt their offensive productivity on any level. And they're, taking advantage.
It's okay to take a pass and work in your offense a little bit, not just run down and play, hey, the first shot I get, let's play backyard basketball.
That's right. All right. Once again, Hernandez gives it this time to Olsen, and he just loses it out of bounds on purpose. Flake just kept the ball in, and then coming up and charging to get it was Haslam, and he steps on the line. Actually, it was Nertz. So 1.4, and now anything can happen. Let's go home. Spanish Fork, 56. Springville, 52 at La Hacienda. We'll be right back.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
At Clegg Auto Body, we pay attention to all the finer details, the small things. A lot of people feel like they want their car quick and fast, but it takes time to get perfection. We work for the customer.
There's your final. The Dons upset the Springville Red Devils 56-52 in the game. Springville, was the highest ranked team in the region coming into this one. The Don says, no, not here. Not at La Hacienda. Not ever.
You're not going to beat us twice in the same season.
No. And the Dons came out, fought hard. Most importantly, as opposed to fighting hard, they were conservative offensively.
Yeah.
They worked the ball, they worked the clock, and man, I'll tell you what, it kept the ball out of the hands of Jake Nadald. Of course, the leading scorer for Springville, averaging 19 a game, finished with 21, as can, we expect, out of a guy. But Nate Byzantine, who's averaging 11 a game, it was held to 4. And the Dons just spread it out everywhere.
Well, they did a great job of running when it was there. And then, hey, if it's not there, let's run our offense. Let's back it out. Let's make some passes. And so, really great overall effort by this team.
Well, that being said, we have our leading scorers. We'll take a quick look at those. For Spanish Fork, Roman Ayera had 13. Kate Olsen with 11. Ryan Flake with 10. Curtis Hernandez with 10. Now I'm going to give you those choices of those 4, Chris. Which one's your MVP Sports MVP of the game?
I'm going to go with big shot Curtis Hernandez, hitting a couple of big threes when this game looked like it could go the way of the Devils. But the Dons, Curtis Hernandez says, no, give me the ball.
As I mentioned, there were 2 field goals in the fourth quarter for Spanish Fork. They were both threes, and they were both from Curtis Hernandez, and they were both badly needed. And that being said, Spanish Fork's Curtis Hernandez, tonight's MVP Sports MVP of the game. They're located at 72 North Main in Spanish Fork, 798-3587. You can visit them on the website at mvpsportsutah.com. Customized uniform, equipment, shoes, sporting goods. Get into MVP. Baseball season's coming up, as a reminder. That being said, Chris, up next, you're going to be excited to see this one, and I will too. The Dons and the Eagles of Maple Mountain.
Doubleheader time.
Oh, what time?
5:15 girls and 7 boys. Varsity.
What night's that?
Tuesday.
What month?
February.
What day?
8th.
Perfect. Be there for it, February 8th. Here on Spanish Fork 17, the Dons and the Eagles.
First quiz I've ever passed.
That's right. Well, guess what? We're coming out with a big win. Spanish Fork 56, Springville 52. What a contest. Man.
It's game of the year so far.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's head and finish the second half with perfect victory and win this region. Sounds good to me.
Round 2, Spanish Fork.
That's right. Well, got all that coming up. So, once again, we want to thank you for joining us, a viewer, here at La Hacienda. As far as the schedule's concerned, we're done here. But
maybe playoffs. Maybe
anything can happen. Anything can happen and pop up. We know that. But as far as home games here at Spanish Fork, nothing on the schedule so far. And, of course, playoffs, totally different story. So we encourage you to continue to support these kids locally in particular. We're going to talk about the kids at Spanish Fork, Maple Mountain, ALA, wherever you are on this planet. Support the kids. They need it, especially in this weird world we're living in anymore. There's your final. The Dons 56, Springville 52. Chris Hurst to the side of me, Alan Huff. We thank you for joining us. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we say goodnight from La Hacienda.
Adios.